Where is this guy going? Let's see what this is about. You guys trying to distract me from going in. I don't know what that's about. Anyway, I'm trying to go in here and file some fucking complaints that I never got a chance to handle yesterday. And now they're trying to distract me. Hold on. I just want to see if any more cars come out of here. Code 3. What does code 3 mean, guys? Code 3 means... Code 3 means lights and sirens. See, this guy is a cop. I guarantee it. I'm not sure if he is, but I suspect he is. This guy right here. We'll see. I'm just listening to the radio trying to find out what that call is about. Let's see if anybody walks in. What did I tell you? Told you. What did I tell you? I could just tell him. I could just tell who's cops. I don't even know which cop that is, but it's a cop. What did I tell you? He was all sway. I saw him running. They have to do their like little 1 mile workout once a year, which I laugh at. I'm trying to find. Guys, hoodie time. They're asking for backup and stuff. I can get there quickly. On Curson. Anyway, I came here to file complaints, but now I gotta... Come on, why is it starting? Never mind. Suspects in custody. All right. It's called in suspect in custody. Got one of those degenerates on a motorcycle. Anyway, fuck. You won't. I'm not gonna put the camera on it because there's a little kid here. Anyway, lady's filed a complaint. She got a baby with her. It sounds like she's filed a complaint against a spouse or something, and I'm not gonna put that on camera. Anyway, I'm coming here to file complaints on those ones I didn't get a chance to file yesterday. They're personal cars and shit with the illegal tints and license plates. Tonight's Friday night, right? So tonight, the number one reason people are gonna get pulled over in Hollywood for missing plates and illegal tints. Yeah, let's take a walk around and see what other violations I can come up with. Include them today. So I'm not in a fucking good mood today. You know how I feel about, or you may know how I feel about the mayor's so-called Inside Safe program. She got elected claiming that she was going to get something like 16,000 people off the street her first year, right? And what she's done is, essentially, she started this program called Inside Safe. Inside Safe is where they get people hotel rooms for up to 6 months to get them off the street. After the 6 months are up, they don't have a plan. They just hotel rooms for 6 months, costing the hotel rooms cost $4,000 a month. See, they say code 4, the suspects in custody, but I can hear the helicopter over in that area circling, because the helicopters are the biggest, like, I don't know, man. They just need to be involved with shit at all times. But anyway. So inside safe, we're paying really up to $5,000 a month for these hotel rooms. These are not nice hotel rooms. These are hotel rooms along Figueroa, like in the hundreds in Figueroa. Just think about that, in the hundreds in Figueroa, or in the 50s and 60s in Western, or Hoover. These are not nice hotel rooms. These are the ultimate roach hotels, right? So they're getting them paying $4,000 a month or more. What are we working with here today, guys? See this right here? See where it says reserved for Council District 13 right there? That's Hugo's district. I can't stand that son of a bitch. So I'm always looking for a reason one of their cars have some missing plates and shit. Apparently one time, Hugo's car broke down. They had to park in the parking lot, and they asked the LAPD, his office asked the LAPD to watch the car. Hugo says he had nothing to do with that, but your office did it. This guy, hey, your lights are still on. See, technically, well, there he goes. Anyway, so this Inside Safe program costs us $4,000 a month just to put them in hotel rooms, right? I don't know about you guys. My rent is way under $4,000 a month. One bedroom for $4,000 a month will get you into some really fucking nice places in LA. But it doesn't stop there. Then we're paying another $13,000 a month for administrative costs. To basically have third parties give them I guess they get like $50 a day food card or something like that. I guess give them clothing, linens, blankets, shit like that. Somehow that costs us $13,000 a month per person, for each person. So in total, it comes to $17,000 a month per person that we're paying on this program to put them in the hotels. Putting a homeless person in a hotel for 6 months. That's how we're going to address the homeless crisis. Mind you, there's a supply of 1,800 hotel rooms, but we have 45,000 people on the street. Now, granted, some of those 45,000 are part of the shelter systems and tiny homes and, other sort of temporary housing like that. I think we have like 11,000 units of those. So we had 45,000 on the street, 11,000 temporary units. That means, hold on, because where we're at. We're in gang territory. Where's the gang territory? Don't try to pacify me with this shit. We know what's up. You guys can at least clean this place up. It looks like a mess. Come on now. This is a bunch of slobs. Yeah, $17,000 per person. I can't remember the exact number, but so it might be more than that. So that's the thing. That's how much it was costing us as of last July. Look at this guy. I'm not gonna fuck with you, but you want to be friends, man? No, you don't try to. He tried to tunnel into the police station. No, you're supposed to tunnel out, bro. All right. Having his little nut. What's going on? See, the Hollywood squirrels are the coolest squirrels, right, bro? Right, bro? I mean, this is just too interesting to pass up, guys. Hey, where you going, bro? Damn. Oh, he's trying to hide his nut. Come on now. Who gives you the best content on the internet? I'm telling you. I do it all. I deal with the wildlife here in Hollywood. Deal with the robots in Hollywood. Deal with these other animals like the police in Hollywood. He's like, man, I'm sorry, this is dope. I gotta pull out my other phone to get this in HD. Imagine hearing sirens like that all night. That's what you hear around here. I'm trying to hide. Don't go in there. You're gonna end up doing years in jail. He's locking himself up. He locked himself up. Yeah, you scared him off. You scared my friend off. Anyway, what else we got back here? All right, so we see illegal tints over there. What is that? What kind of car is that? I don't know. I might have to come back to it later. Oh, this guy right here. But is that a police car or is that a personal car? It's hard to tell, right? Because they got those types of cars. The ambulance scared off my buddy. He was just trying to hide his nut. What are we working with over here? It's most likely that Volkswagen is... The angle's hard to tell. I don't know. I cut him a slack on that one. Whose car is that? No. That's that same Tesla. It's like 7 Teslas in here. Oh, totally. First off, this Mercedes right here, it's parked in an electric vehicle spot. Then it's got those illegal tints. I need to see if it has a plate. See, this angle is gonna be so hard. I don't know if I'll be able to get it. See what I mean? It's kind of blocked. What other options do I have? I don't think there's an angle I can get it. Anyway, so back to the Inside Safe program. So it's costing us $17,000 a month per person. That's ridiculous, right? I mean, that's ridiculous. Think about that. Over the course of a year, that works out to what? $4,000 a year? $204,000 a year. Or over the course of 6 months, $102,000. I think my math is right. That's ridiculous. But most of that money is going to third parties, going to Karen Bass's friends that employ her daughter, and shit like that. And so far, in the first year of this program, we took $20 million of our leftover COVID funds, dedicated to that. Then we took $50 million from the city council gave her, put it toward that. Then HUD gave us $60 million. She's put it to that. And then city council just gave her another $250 million. Okay, so $20 million for leftover COVID funds, $50 million from the city council, $60 million from HUD, $250 million from the city council again. Of that, now remember how I said, we have 45,000 homeless people, we have 11,000 beds. Leaves us with 34,000 people who are without beds, who are on the street. She puts together this program where we're spending $380 million on it to put, of those 34,000 people, into 1,800 of them will get hotel rooms. 1,800 of 34,000. We're talking about what, 5%? We're dedicating $100,000 every 6 months to 5% of the population, or $200,000 to 5% of the population. And we tell the other 95% to go fuck off. But the worst part is, we're not doing it based upon acuity. We're not saying, hey, you know what? This person's 70 years old, they're elderly, they have a pre-existing condition, they're sick, things like that. They have children with them. They don't focus on them first. They go by which areas are most visible. We're gonna clear those areas. It's just the most ridiculous Band-Aid. Again, giving somebody a hotel room for 6 months does not solve a problem. So anyway, it's a huge fraud. The city controller went to Judge Carter today testified there, and apparently he wants to audit this program. Makes a lot of sense, right? No, Karen Bass decided that she fought the city controller being able to audit, and even said that they didn't have the right to audit. Didn't have the right. A controller's job is to audit. And they're trying to say that he did not have a right to audit the program. Well, he announced he's going to audit the program anyway. So what does Karen Bass do? She says, well, she's willing to use city funds to hire an outside auditor. An outside auditor. She's going to use city funds to hire an outside auditor because she doesn't want the controller, who's paid to do this. A controller who got more votes than her in this election. Got the most votes in LA City history. She's still with the baby? She's still with the baby. Oh, this is the saddest thing because she's got a baby and her dog with her. I can't go in there like that. I'm gonna wait. Damn. That's sad. So anyway, she's trying to hide the audit. She's trying to stop an audit because she knows it's not going to look good. And so she wants an outside party to do it. This is all corruption. This is them trying to hide, the metric, the data on this. Now, it gets even better than that, right? So city council, when they gave them this last $250 million, said, listen, we're going to release these things in tranches. So we'll release some of the money, but you don't get all of it at once. We'll release the rest when you show us that the program is functioning properly. And what we are requiring is we need you to come every single week to us with the data to tell us to show us how effective the program is. Every week she's supposed to release the data on this. But she has not released the data in 6 months. In 6 months. I can't remember the exact numbers off the top of my head, but it basically worked out to, I think they spent like $32 million on a program as of last summer, and it got 53,000 hotel nights, somewhere around there, I'm guessing. And when I did the math on it, it works out to like $560 per night, total program. And when you look at the total cost of it, it worked out to like $17,000 a month in total. We have this program, we're just wasting money, and you refuse to show the data, and now you don't want the city attorney to audit the said data, but you want an outside group that we actually had to pay money for to audit. I'll be honest with you, I'm going to lose my fucking mind with this. The corruption is out of control. Now, my thing is, what is city council going to say about it? Are they just going to sit back and say nothing like they've been saying for the last year? I don't know. I can't imagine Monica Rodriguez will even sit back. Seems like Krikorian's willing to. Damn, this is going to be forever. I'm going to have to come back again. So anyway, yeah, I'm really fucking frustrated with this. I'm really angry about this. They're trying to hide the corruption. If your program is effective, then show us it's effective. Stop trying to hide it from the people. She keeps on putting out these little press releases. She put out a tweet yesterday talking about, while I'm in Paris, because she's in Paris right now. Of course she's in Paris. While I'm in Paris, we are doing inside safe sweep operations. She's showing an operation where I confronted him yesterday morning when it was like 20-something of people just sitting around doing nothing, literally doing cheers. They're doing a little pep rally. I was like, what the fuck is this? They literally did all that little pep rally and they broke the huddle and then they stood there. Like they didn't even go out and like start doing stuff. They just stood there. I don't get, man, listen. So anyway, I'm frustrated with that. Yeah, she's not being paid to be in Paris. She's in Paris right now because she wants to get ready for the 2028 Olympics. You have to understand, most of the shit that politics that are going on in LA have a lot to do with Olympic politics. They're putting a ton of money into all these little projects before the Olympics. Like I said, things to help block the sun. I'm telling you, they have, look at a pole like this. I think they called it La Sombrita. And it was essentially like a pole like this, right? And at the very top, there's just like a little thing that sticks out. Just a little thing that sticks out. Maybe sticks out 2 feet, a little lip. It's probably like 2 feet, probably maybe 2.5 feet by 2 feet. And it'd be at the very top of this, and they say, yeah, we're gonna put they show this prototype. They said that's there to protect people from the sun at bus stops. I'm not joking when I say this. You can look it up, La Sombrita. It was literally that, and it's like thousands and thousands of dollars, thousands. I think the first prototype was like 10,000. It's just a whole ass scam. It's just a pole with a little thing on top, and they're charging $10,000 for this to protect people from the sun. Now, mind you, listen, I gotta tell you, the sun moves over the course of the day, right? So the shadow from this thing might be extended over to this. It is extended to the wall, see? There it is right there. See that thing right there? It extends to the wall. So if I want this thing to protect me from the sun, I gotta go stand all the way over there. But did anybody ever think that if the shadow to it extends into the fucking street, then what? It's just, I can't tell you, man. I can go on all day with all the scams in LA that just cost money. And again, it's Olympics related. They're like, oh, we gotta get ready for the Olympics by doing this and doing that. Okay, we're good. She's walking out now. I could have swore I saw somebody else walk in there with a kid too, though. I hope not. They do. They got a kid. I might have to come back. I'm annoyed. I mean, so a lot of times when you have the custody issues and a lot of times they have to come to a neutral place to exchange the children especially in the weekend. Friday, this is when they go with their parents or whatnot, and a lot of times for their safety, they'll do it at the police station. And so there's just a bunch of people in there with kids, and it looks like they're doing trade-off. I'm not gonna go in there and film that. So with the Olympics anyway, the person who ran the Olympic committee to get the Olympics in LA is now the chief of staff of the mayor. So they're just focused on the Olympics. She's out in Paris right now because to get ready for the Olympics 4 years from now. We got a whole ass homeless crisis going on here, and she's focused on the Olympics 4 years from now to have her little meetings. Like she couldn't fucking do a conference call or a video call. No, gotta go out to Paris to chill for a few days. I'm getting so annoyed with everything right now. So anyway, this is gonna be a short one because I can't go in there right now. I should have known better actually to come over here. 4:30 on a Friday, and it's roll call. So they're probably, whatever supervisor in there is gonna be in a meeting. I might just come back later. I was trying to get over here much earlier, but Fridays can be funny like that. You still didn't get served? Nope, have not. Have not. I don't know why. They know where I live. Got to come back at midnight. You're not wrong about that. I used to always file my complaints at like 1 o'clock in the morning, 2 in the morning. I'd go out cop watching all night and just film a bunch of stops and then come here at the end of my cop watching that night and file complaints. What's on my hoodie? A little Adidas on. Anyway, you like this hoodie, so you don't like the other hoodies, huh? Do you see the video Chris put out? That shit is fucking funny. My mom was laughing at that too. It's quite excellent. It's funny as hell. I love Chris. Streets, you have a P.O. box so he can send you stuff? I don't. Here, you want my address? I'm not doing that again. I can go I guess I can get one. Is it a process to get one? Or maybe Jessica will allow me to use hers. People have sent stuff to Jessica's P.O. box for me before. Chris got it down, yeah. He's got a notepad where he writes down some of my quotes. I'm telling you, that kid is something. How did Chris think of that? I'm telling you, man, Chris is just spectacular all the way around. First off, nicest person in the world. Funny, kind, good nature, smart. Hard, I'll be honest with you, he busts his ass. I could see he's a hard worker. Like some of the stuff we do is work. He's always there. He'll pop up. He's always there when somebody needs. He's gonna be there. He's always had my back. I appreciate Chris. Hold on. How can I find a streets video? Confident Chris on YouTube. And I also heard Chris Without a Hellcat got permanently banned from YouTube. I mean, from TikTok today, which is, TikTok is just doing this. Essentially, TikTok has, the Church of Scientology has supposedly threatened to sue them over and over again if they didn't take us down. And then apparently, in the notes of our individual, I guess, files, there was a large quantity of money exchanged. That's what I was told. Am I going to La Poo tonight? Of course. I want to get served. Serve me. Fuck you guys waiting for? Don't be scared. Yeah, actually, I was... Did I miss the filing against the cop? Nah, I got delayed. I went in there and, like I said, they're doing a bunch of exchange, like parental exchanges of kids, custody exchanges. And so I'm not going to go in there and film a bunch of stuff with kids and stuff. That's, you have a right to film in public. You have an absolute right. I have the right to go in there and film. But you also have the right to use discretion too. So I'm not going to film everything. If I see somebody laying on the ground, I get into a fight with stringers over this stuff. You know, stringers, their job is they go around, film crime scenes and stuff like that, and they sell the video to the major networks to use in their stories. And, you know, you're absolutely free to do that. I have a problem when there's somebody laying on the ground, bleeding out, somebody overdosing, and they've got their super expensive cameras right in their face. Fuck you guys. Fuck you too. Fuck you. And they got their super expensive cameras right in the guy's face as they're laying there, or woman's face, or kids, whoever. You don't have to do that. And the worst part about it is the news is not going to use that footage. There's no point for that. You know, ABC, NBC, CBS, whoever else is not going to use stock footage of somebody bleeding out on the ground. So, I mean, you have a right to film it. Doesn't mean you should. And if I catch you filming, I'm going to put a flashlight right in your camera to stop you. Every time. I got into so many fights with them over that. Then they start crying to the cops, he's stopping me from filming. Fuck you. And I'll do it again every time. They keep on complaining. Then one guy, he went complaining to the cops. He's like, that guy right there follows cops home, like trying to get on their good side. Cops weren't paying him any mind. All that brown nosing. So like I said, you have the right to film, but you know, you have some damn taste. I used to actually never stream because I used to try to do it specifically to use a lot of discretion so I can go back at what I filmed and edit out things that shouldn't be shown. Yeah, I've seen a lot of dead bodies. I've seen way too many. Listen, where am I? Right here. I saw a dead body right around the corner from here. Last summer? Was it last summer? It was during a Sunday afternoon, like farmer's market's going on. There was a club fight. There was a shooting. They chased a guy, chased him right down here, right around this corner. Oh man, it's the worst part. Apparently they shot at a guy and it hit the wrong person. They just hit somebody who was walking over here, who just like lived in the area, right there. Hit the wrong person. Hit the wrong person. So why do I have to show them with their fucking a hole in the head on a video and post it? You guys want to see that? Like, what's wrong with somebody who actually, like, man, I got to see that? Why? Like, why? Why do you have to see that? And then you have people like, you'll blur stuff like that out, especially people, I'll be honest with you, some of the stuff on YouTube and be in the comments, why did you blur it out? What the fuck are you doing? This helicopter has been here all day. I can't say all day, say 2 hours. I wonder if it's related to the Oscar awards. Yeah, morbid curiosity, I don't get it. I mean, shit, what's wrong with people? And honestly, they get angry in the comments. Why did you blur that out? I thought you were a First Amendment auditor. What the hell you talk? First off, I'm not a First Amendment auditor. I'm not. That's not who I am. I'm a cop watcher. There's a difference. Again, First Amendment auditors generally go to places like businesses, post offices, or wherever else, libraries, will film with the sole intent to piss people off, so somebody will call the cops to come there and they can have a confrontation and teach the cops about their First Amendment right. Listen, I'm not saying I don't see value in it. I do. I think it's important to really educate people about their rights. But that's not what I do. I don't go someplace to try to get the cops come to me. I never do that. If I go someplace, I go to where I see the cops congregating to get them to fucking disperse. Or where I see the cops pulling somebody over and I film to try to change behaviors with cops, because when somebody's watching you, oh my God. Larry, you're a fucking loser, you racist piece of shit. There's Larry. Melrose Larry, you the racist piece of shit. That's why all that Howard Stern shit and all that shit washed up. That's why you're out here on Hollywood Boulevard doing tour vans. No, you have a good day. Actually, like I said, you have been a racist piece of shit for a long time. You absolutely have. This guy right here one time came up to me unprompted and said to me, and then, no, leave. And at one time came up to me unprompted and said to me that out of nowhere, he just like, the cops should stop you and frisk you because you're a big black guy. Who the fuck says some shit like that? I couldn't believe he said that. I said, excuse me? He's like, yeah, you're a big black guy. You should be stopped and frisked. I'm like, what the fuck is wrong with you? But I've seen him say racist shit for years. He works for a tour van up on Hollywood Boulevard, if they haven't fired him. You guys might know him. Larry Greenblatt. He was on the Howard Stern show, Melrose Larry. Like I said, every time I see him, every day he goes into the police station too, to tell them, literally, you guys got to do more to stop this, stop that. And he's always racist with his shit. I don't feel the least bit bad for that guy. Fuck him. And honestly, he's not looking good these days. And I don't really care. I don't feel the least bit bad for him. I get in so many fights, don't I? Yeah, it's Melrose Larry. You guys, he was sort of famous at one time. Now he just walks around. Honestly, he walks around just spewing racism all the time. Everybody's sick of his shit. Melrose Larry, you look him up. Yeah. He said that nobody put hands on him? Nah, he's an old guy, so you can't beat him up. He just says that shit all the time. I've been listening to his racist shit now since I first moved to Hollywood. Like, literally, the first weekend I moved here, I remember being up on Hollywood Boulevard, and he was just going off on a tangent about this shit. I was like, what the fuck? Then I didn't see him for a long time. Then about 4 years ago, after COVID, maybe that's when he started working over here, because he used to be Melrose Larry. Now he's over in Hollywood Boulevard. working for a tour van. He just basically hands out flyers all day long. As he hands out flyers, he just spews his bullshit. Larry Greenblatt. He used to always go into the police station to tell on me. And I'd walk in there while he was in there. He's like, I'm not afraid of you. I'm not afraid of you. I'm like, oh, who are you flating now, Greenblatt? Who are you flating now? Which cop? Yeah, that's Melrose Larry. Fuck him. He gets away with it because he's an old guy and like nobody's gonna beat his ass, honestly. I wouldn't let somebody beat his ass. He's old. If he was younger, I'd be like, man, y'all can do what you want with that guy. I'm not saving him, but I'm not gonna let somebody beat his ass. Listen, he's a miserable person. His life has collapsed on him. It's for a reason. Traffic looks just fantastic on a Friday. You know what this street needs right now? They needs the cops to come and close it off. I have like 50 cops out here for somebody failing to make a right-hand turn. Shut down the street. Failing to make a right-hand, using a right-hand turn signal. Make a whole ass crime scene. Make traffic even worse. Anyway, guys, that's enough for me. I'll see you guys at La Poubelle later.